We are going to be visiting today's Scott Residence Hall, which was one of our residence halls on College Hill. And we're going to give you some updates about some things that are happening on College Hill right now. Right behind me is Jones and Legacy buildings, those Jones Hall and Legacy Hall. Right now they are currently getting a multi-million-dollar HVAC, which is a ventilation upgrade that they have been scheduled for a number of years that we're really excited about. Those buildings have window units in the rooms, but this is going to upgrade the ventilation in the hallways and other areas to improve the building's air quality. So we're really excited about that project, and that's happening in Jones and Legacy Hall. We're going to start on this tour of Scott Hall. Scott Hall is one of the residence halls here on College Hill. You can't specifically request it, but this is a tour for those that we might get assigned to it. So if you get assigned to Scott Hall, you'll at least be familiar with it. It's our suite style building here on College Hill. A lot of upperclassmen, but some freshmen in the building, so it's a mixed building. And we're going to cover that, and also some of the general things that a hall includes. So if I'm going to talk about specific things to Scott, but also things that are true to our other buildings. Also, if you're interested, we have a tour of Tyler Hall. We have a tour of Cotton, Fleming, and Jarvis Hall. We have a tour of Green Hall from last fall, and we have other tours on our Facebook profile from past years of some of our other facilities. So a lot of people ask about tours of our other buildings. They are available on our Facebook page. We're going to have some other videos coming out soon as well about what to bring and not to bring, some things on safety and security. So lots of things coming out in the near future, but we're going to start a tour. So, as with all of our buildings, we have the entry to the building is with our key fob, and that key fob allows us to electronically control who goes into the building. So that hits that and opens the building doors. And inside the building, we have what we call our nameplate for the building, which has the information about the building. The building originally opened in 1962 and was heavily renovated down to the brick outside about 10 years ago in 2010. And I was very lucky to be part of that project. Inside our lobby here is some study spaces, so some tables, and comes along here. Some other additional study spaces. We have recycling here in the lobby, and a unit like this you'll find in most of our buildings. Down that way is an elevator, so this building has 2 elevators in it, and then we come out to a courtyard here that serves the building basically. This is our only building that has an outside structure in terms of getting to the rooms, and that is our breezeway. And we'll talk about that as we get down to that. All this courtyard here is secure within the electronic lock system that we access to the farm. This door would be locked, but we left it unlocked so we can get in and make it easier for the tour. But this would be open. The student would have a suite key, so this is an additional layer of security. Each building has multiple layers of security, either accessible by the student's room key and/or their fob. So inside a quad you're going to find 2 suites, 2 rooms on one side and 2 rooms on the other, a total of 8 students. And this setup here is basically what you would call in the real estate magazine is a Jack and Jill bathroom, but this is all going to be a Jack's or Jill's. So it's set up for single gender. So this will either be a male or female suite setup. And so we're going to actually visit 2 rooms on the one side. They're pretty much identical on both sides. Coming into the room, it's going to look, if you've been on some of our other tours, it's going to look kind of familiar. You're going to see an adjustable height bed. This bed is a twin, extra long. It can be designated down, lower, or higher. A lot of students keep it at this height here to allow storage underneath. These can be, you can use the bed lifts, the short bed lifts, in addition to raise the bed even higher that the dressers can fit underneath them, or these can even be lofted, and those are a rental loft program. Our rental loft program information will come out after your room assignment because you need to know your room assignment to order a loft. So a lot of people have been asking about when that comes out. Room assignments will come out, and that will include a link to the loft company at that point. But twin extra long, you get dresser space, and most buildings have either a study carrel on the desk or a bookshelf slash side table, because it can go down on the floor and be used as an end table for the bed. It can be used in different spots. It can be on top of the desk. It can be moved around inside the room. Desk space, desk chair, and the desk chair is included in all the rooms. A wardrobe or closet space is included in all of our spaces, so it's either going to be a closet or a wardrobe, and there's 2 of them here, and these are all movable. Students will move them around. You'll find that these rooms will all look different in terms of their setup. But in this one, and then we have our refrigerator with the freezer unit and the microwave, which we at East Carolina provide for you, so you don't need to provide that. And then each one of these units here have their own air conditioning and heating unit. Some of our buildings have window units, some of our buildings have units like this. Then in this setup here, it goes into a shared bathroom, and so very much like I said, sort of what we call a Jack and Jill style bathroom from a real estate ad, but it's Jacks and Jacks and Jills and Jills. This has got a sink, a shower stall, and a toilet stall. The suites in Gateway, that were mostly for upperclassmen, have the sinks inside the room, and then a toilet and a shower inside of the suite bathroom. So that's the difference between a Scott and a Gateway suite-style room. The rest of the rooms in Gateway have the traditional bathroom down the hall. So usually the suite-style rooms in Gateway are reserved for upperclassmen. Then we come through to the other side is another room. And this is the back room. The only thing that's really different between the front room and the back room is this big column. We can't take it out. It belongs part of the room. It's here. It's not going anywhere. And it's part of the building structure. But the wardrobes are in a different spot in this room because, like I said, the students will change them up in the locations. You'll see that the bookshelf is on top of the desk in this setup, which is just a different setup. Desk chair and the same. Now you can see that the beds are adjusted at a different height in this room. So you can see how they can be adjusted at different heights if you don't feel comfortable with how high that is. This is a much more sit-down comfortable level. These can also be bumped, namely these 2 units can be put on top of each other for additional space, or like I said, they can be lofted with the rental loft program that we have here at ECU, which we will send out more information when your room assignment comes out. So that's a room tour.